What's up, guys? This is Kavit, and today we are going to talk about something a little bit different. As many of you might know who follows me on my Instagram, I have started using a different render engine for Blender, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good, and we have to see what and how it is different from Cycles. I have actually made up my mind, and yeah, from this moment I think I'll mostly use Octane only. And yes, the new render engine I'm talking about is Octane. So why Octane? Let me tell you. Oops, my PC is a bit slow, but I'm not done a thing. So for this we have to kind of have to take another a little longer route. So I have to first click on this icon here, then here. So basically this is what Octane give you when you download the software or download the render engine. This is something a license, and no, it's not paid. It's actually free, and it's not cracked. They are actually giving it for free, uh, and this is a bit good. This is kind of like great thing actually. To I'm not telling you to just abandon the cycles, but give this try also. It might work for you, it might not, it's totally your preference. But since they are giving out some free test licenses, or I don't know is if it's for like a lifetime, this is a pretty good chance to try Octane. So as you can see, here it's showing RNDR subscription not subscribed. So it's they are, I think, uh, sort of render farm, something online rendering thing. I don't know what this exactly is, but yeah, this is my license, and this is only for one PC. So like this solo PC, and the reason I want to stick with Octane is, take your own guess, guys. And it's loading. I know it's pretty slow, but I can definitely tell you it's slow because of my GPU, which is just 1660. But let me show you a render I did with almost 2K resolution with, let me tell you the specs first. Oops, let me just, okay. So as you can see, 2000 samples. I know some might say like, you know this is bit too much and all, but yeah, I kind of like it. So and because I thought, because it had a lot of darker areas, so I really wanted to don't want to compromise anything on this part. So yeah, this is my Instagram ID, so I'll share that if you want to say hello there. So these are my settings, and let me show you the render. mm, so where is it? Let me just go to this file. Let me show you the wireframe first, because I kind of want to want your opinion on this. Is this good modeling, or it could be improved, or it is like horrible? I've tried to keep, I think all of those are quads. I tried recording a video of this, but then I have just the second part because the first video got corrupted. So if I get to recover it, I'll share it, but for now you have to take my word for it. And the render is this. So the background is definitely photoshopped, but as you can see, how clear this detail and how good this color is. I don't know, but what I feel, Cycles might not be able to give you this type of render. I won't say oh this is good or better like that, but this is, Octane is mostly used for, I think, product for renders. So you know a lot of cinema 4D guys, they use Octane. So this does have that fail. So that was one part of it. The other part was, I did run into some issues. I was trying, they kind of actually have their own type of, what do you say, light linking. Okay, so let me just show you that. Let's actually take a new scene. So let me just start you uh, give you an introduction to Octane. I'll actually link a good video. Good video, I mean a guy who is actually properly explaining how to activate Octane on your PC. So I'll link that below, and let's just let's have the Susan. And I especially wanted to show you the glass model, the glass shader. Actually it is really amazing. So if we have this and we are using a separate type of lights here, we have Octane specific lights, so we are not going to use these lights. And let me just take this area light, and so now you can see it is a bit bright. So what we have to do, we have to go into the shader editor, and like how we control our environment in shader nodes, we can do that here. So you're greeted here with some nodes here. This is our typical blender, so we don't need this right now. But you can see there is something called daylight environment, and we have a similar kind of output world output node, but it is uh, in red. I think the blender one is let me just, I don't think so I'll get it. I won't get it. So we have that in green, I guess, or maybe I'm just crazy. So this is your daylight environment, and you can do stuff with this. I mean, just like our sun, you know, the sky texture. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how you can plug in a basic HDRI. So we can click environment and go here. We can add a texture environment. So now you can see this is just a diffuse texture. Or what we can do, you can see we have a something some on a point for input, and we can add in a texture, which is we can add a RGB image texture. After that, let's just find our HDRIs, and I'll bring in this studio and texture out. So you can see we have a HDRI right in here. And this is not, I know you might be wondering, but we should have like a special HDRI texture node or this thing, but here you can use just an image texture to get in. So this is power you get it, mostly the strength of the texture. And the okay, let's just try some textures. Okay, so yeah, by the way, when you hit control and you scroll over this, you can just uh, sweep through this. Yeah, so let's just add in a new texture. Let me show you this universal thing. So this is kind of like a BSDF shader. Let me just hide this. Oh no, actually we need this. So you can see by default it gives you shiny texture. Okay, before this, let me just give you some simple knowledge here. We can just so for this blender, actually Octane uses their own thing, and it always keeps your color transform into raw. So we are not using this filmic log, what we use in typical cycles, or what I use. I think I use filmic. So it always tells you to keep that in raw. The other thing is, you might say this is a bit bright, and for that we have something here, which is like we can control the exposure. So this is something preview mode. I don't know what exactly this is, but you can control your exposure here, and I think this is good. So let's just do that. Afterwards I might show you this uh, extra post processing the glow and glare. But for now, let's just give this. Oh, I'm not going to say this, and let's just add some texture to this. So as you can see, it's a pretty big node, a pretty big, yeah, no node. And let's just add something like orange or red plastic. So let's just go with red because it's more easy. And yep. So from the first, on the go, you can see how clean it looks. You can definitely play with metallic. You can easily make anything like copper or something like this, which is pretty good. And the specular, when you are trying to making something rough like wax or something, is pretty cool for that. So let's just get moving. Roughness, yeah, it's roughness, but see the you know the type of roughness is, this is very different from cycles. Is, I think it is a little more photorealistic, and I think that's why I like it. So this, and I wanted to show you this because we don't have a coating meter here, but I was really confused, like why I have a coating roughness value but not the coating the strength value. So afterwards I I think it's actually very what do you say, common sense, but you can just slide this black and white values, and I think you are supposed to use it like this. So now you can add something like this, and you can just go zero roughness and make it really plasticky, or you can play with it. So I think you get my point, right? So I'll just make it. And there are so many other things you can, I don't know, you can the for the people who try to show different insights of a working mechanism or something like that, you can really use this opacity. It's really awesome, it's pretty cool. So this is one of this, and normal, it works pretty cool with normals also. I'll show you afterwards. So let's just forget that over, and this is it takes a second to reload, but that's not a problem. uh, so the most important thing I wanted to show you guys was this node called specular material. So like in Blender we don't have a glass node here, this is what we get. And it is actually I mean, I'm just going to say it again and again, but it is pretty cool. This is, can use fake shadows, and then the roughness, it is bit more realistic, I think so. You can see here, sorry for my PC, it's bit slow. But you can really get that higher level of detail. And what else I there's one metallic texture I wanted to show you. I'm still getting used to this. Material, metallic, yeah. Isn't this cool, guys? You don't even have to do much to get here. Then you can just add like a tint. I don't know if this looks right or I'm doing it wrong, because I think it should be more light. Okay, I'm not an expert on metal textures, but I think this is pretty good for a start. I think we can use it for like, no, we cannot. Oh, or can we? No, we cannot. I think we can, but yeah, there might be better artists who can get into this. So these are for this was kind of like my basic introduction to you. I'm going to show some of my projects actually, what I have done with this so far. So this is my latest, and I feel it has turned out pretty good. I've done a lot of projects. Just show you. So this was one of my new. I'm trying to get into this modeling thing, so like getting it right. So, and I think the engine is really good for more like product product photography or product renders. It does have that good clean look. I mean, Cycles does have clean look. And yeah, I have. Oh, let me just show you the renders. Those are the outputs. So this was the output, and I've bit stylized it in Photoshop. So again, yeah, this one I'm proud of this image. So yeah, this is my way to say like yeah, Blender and Octane kind of as a collab. So as you can see, as you can see the textures, my god, I mean, just I've just okay, I've used that bump map, and you can already see how clean this image is. I don't know about the YouTube thing, but guys, this is really awesome. You can really see some I've okay, yeah, you can really see this paper texture details. It is pretty good. And for these guys, I have not done any simulation or this, but it is just a texture of coffee from above. I'll show you the scene actually. uh, I just hope that problem doesn't come. Okay, so I kind of have one problem with this, and I've reached to the people who the Octane guys, and my problem is that the light linking thing doesn't work with my PC, or I think my version of Octane. So what I've do, let me just. Oh, okay, this was the example, right? Okay, so we have this texture, and let's just I don't want this. We have this light. Let's just create some scene, and we can bring this here, and I can just and I can just, as you can see, it's pretty slow, and I think that's because of my PC. And no, I want the shade editor. And so we control this brightness from, let me just make this too, from not this power. Please, I wasted a lot of time doing this, so let's just not do this, and you can just do it here. It's much easier. And I always keep this surface brightness on. It kind of gives like your softer tone to it. So yeah, let's just keep this. Let's just make this a bit like this, and then let's give this backlight sort of thing. Where is my backlight? No, I don't want area. Oh yeah, yeah. It's so small. So we'll make this something like, so you might be thinking that if I have my camera something like, I wanted to show you guys this, and this is one of the craziest thing I love about this engine, okay, or this light set about this light thing. So imagine I have a shot something like here, and I want like a good backlight over here, right? So let me just to this and do something like this. I know this is pretty lame scene, but stay with me. I just want to show you the function of this, and I want to make it a bit bright. And now I want to render it, but I cannot just render it because I have this big light from behind coming. So in cycles, what we could have done is, light it a different way, but here you get this option called opacity. You might remember it from the last few notes I've shown, and you can just turn it off. And how crazy is this? And you can just light it however you want to light your scenes. So this is something, was really awesome to me. The light linking thing is a bit. I think it's not a bit. It's very different from what we are used to doing in the cycles version. So here you get something called light pass ID, and it's every light, you can set this amount to every single area light or type of light you use, even for the environment. Okay, so since this was our first area light, let's just keep it on 1, and for the second one, the backlight, let's just go to 2. So now we both have these lights working in this scene, right? So after that we have to go to our object properties, and the object properties, and here you see this light pass mask. So what you can do, you can just select an object, you get it over here, and the light you don't want, you just turn it off. So this was our backlight. I turned it off. I turned it on again. The front light, I turned it off again. And this is the environment. So environment is, okay, let's just go one. And where was that? Yeah. So we can just turn off our environment. So that is also crazy. I'll show you how you can just get the reflections from environment also. That was also pretty good. So this is okay, this is set up right way. And now what we want, we just want the reflections and nothing else. You can just shift D, duplicate, and just check on reflections and backplate. I think I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, I think I'm doing it wrong. Let me just redo this. Okay, I forgot how I used to do it, but you can just I think you can just, oh, okay. So now I'm just having my reflections on. You can see it, it's very let me just make this very shiny. Okay, and my backplate is on, but my reflections are on. So I can turn off reflections, and I can turn off refractions, but since this is not glass, we won't see this. So we can do this via this also. So these are just some of the features I know of. And yeah, apparently if I save this setting, let me just turn both lights off, and if I just save this setting and I then quit Blender, and let me just you see. So I have reached out to them regarding this issue, and they have said that they have trying to replicate this issue in their scenes, but it's not happening. But they have this thought that it might be the version I have, that might be a issue. So right now I'm not looked into it because I was kind of caught up into other things. But now I'm thinking of reinstalling it again and seeing if the problem resolves, because I I've not seen anyone else having this problem in from the YouTubers I know who use Octane. So I definitely think this is my issue. But if you guys liked this uh, walkthrough of Octane, please go and check this service out. It is free right now, and the best thing is, yeah, you can just go to cycles, switch to cycles. One more amazing thing, if you have some textures, okay, not materials but textures, like from if you have texture using some other JPEG PNG materials, you can just select that material, go in here, and there's option in Octane called convert to Octane materials. So it automatically kind of like converts that principle to this thing, the universe's material. So that is kind of easy, but you won't be getting your PBR materials. So if you are kind of into that workflow, that this might be a difficult switch for you, but this also has some good procedural texture, and obviously node system is there. So you kind of like have this a raw structure of Blender, but you can do things with Octane engine right now. So that is also there. Correct me if I'm wrong. I really I'm not into uh, I'm not smart enough to get into nodes. I'm good with modeling, so let me know that if that's possible, and please do check this out. It's actually pretty good render engine. Even even it by default have this progressive rendering. So I know Blender also has this, but I don't think so I can change this into anything. But I found that this is more better than what we normally do in Blender, the pixel by pixel, because uh, from start only you can just check your model. Oh, maybe this material is not right, or color is not looking this part. So you have to wait for like tick 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 tick, it comes and goes. So here you can just cancel it out, and you can start the render again, make changes and start render again. So yeah, I know this is in Blender also, but yeah, this is like general, this is a good tip, I guess, if your PC can handle it. And that was the video, guys, and I'll try to link all those videos what I've talked, and I'll share one of my scenes with you. I don't know which one I'm going to, but I'll mostly share this scene with you, so you can get a good idea if the all the textures I have saved properly, uh, or I'll find any good scene that is has all the data, and I'll share with you, so you can download Octane and have that scene for reference. And if you love or like the video, you can just like, share, subscribe, and yeah, that's for uh, today. uh, yes, bye.